I won't start with kind of 3.5 years ago, kind of initial acquisition. I was standing in the same spot, and kudzu was about 4 feet high. You couldn't see the creek. Dilapidated house where now a playground stands. But I can tell you from direct experience, it's been a dramatic transformation, and that's really thanks to all the partners. I mean, you've heard about the vision, the commitment, the collaboration that's required to make this happen. And I want to just take a brief moment to thank my colleagues at the Conservation Fund, our Georgia State Director, Andrew Schock. Andrew, where are you? For his leadership and support throughout this project. And I also want to acknowledge Ann Simonelli and Whitney Flanagan from our communications team who have helped us tell the story of Lindsay Street Park from the beginning. And a lot of others at the fund, our Go Zero program that connected us with U-Haul, our Resourceful Communities group who led the community visioning throughout this process. And one more person, and if there's one person I can say this park would not have happened without her help, it's Shannon Lee, who, no matter what was required, rushing over to make sure that the creek had the equipment, it didn't matter. Shannon did it all, and the park is here thanks to her. And you know, there are many things that are unique about this park. We've talked about the fact that we now have this model for green infrastructure and how it can clean our water in a creek that ultimately ends up in Proctor Creek. We have shown how workforce training and employment opportunities can be brought into building out a park for residents in their own neighborhood. But I've never been able to lose sight of the one fact here, that is, this is the first park for a neighborhood that had no park. And I have twin daughters who are 5 years old, and they actually live across the street from a park. And I can tell you that they treat it like their front yard. In fact, they call it our park. They occasionally let other people in, but they're very possessive. But it is something that I think a lot of us take for granted, having quality green space and access to parks in your neighborhood. So I just want to tell a brief story that brought that home for me. I was here a couple years ago, actually soon after the initial cleanup at the Blank Foundation and Family, the Blank Family All Associates Day, and was standing right here where it had been, you know, wall-to-wall kudzu, and with a couple people were taking on a site visit, and this kid comes riding up right down the street here on his bike. He's probably 9 or 10 years old, and he rides right up to us and he says, "What are y'all doing?" And I said, "Well, we're building a park." And of course, you know, I'm thinking, oh, there's so many obstacles between here and there. I mean, permitting, design, construction, fundraising. You know, will we ever get there? It's funny how kids, you know, it's kind of only the way that kids can distill things down. Just looks me right in the eye and he says, "When?" And, you know, and I could hear the enthusiasm, the anticipation, the excitement of that kid. And you know, and I said, we will build this park. And you know, I think it's safe to say that because of the unique collaboration of all the people that are standing here today, the support of all of you, that in a few short minutes, our mayor, is, with a snip of a ribbon, is going to give that kid the simple one-word answer that he deserves, and that is now.